Okay, well, we were going to have a look at Grant Thornton, weren't we? With Patisserie Valerie.
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Patisserie Valerie is? With your stomach.
It sounds like
the
Greg's.
cake shop.
Right.
It was cakes and coffee shops. And was
So
it last...
Is it Greg's then?
No,
Posh
it's
Greg's.
Posh Greg's, yeah.
Greg's, yeah.
But a little while ago, they sort of went out of business because there was some fraud and there was some naughtiness going on within that company. And Grant Thornton were the auditors, big firm of accountants. I think it's the 5th biggest in the country. It's one of the 13th biggest in the world. So you're not talking about a little backstreet firm of bookkeepers. And they've been getting the audit wrong, and they've been accused of all sorts of things, that it's their fault that the company failed, which it's not their fault the company failed. They just didn't do the audit very well. But what's interesting, audit is something that you have a very particular tick box of things to look at, and they failed to look at core things like asset accounts and sales ledgers and cash accounts and all the sort of things that we do on an everyday basis with everyone as a matter of course. We don't need to be being paid hundreds of thousands of pounds and more to perform an audit, but this is what accountants do. But I wasn't really going to talk about Grant Thornton because people are people. I was just going to mention about audits. I mean, a lot of clients, a lot of companies don't even know what an audit is. And what in a nutshell, an audit is a third-party firm or person who is looking at the results of the company to prove and to vouch for them being correct. So if you look at a set of accounts that have been audited, then theoretically they should be beyond reproach and they are absolutely correct. And you might wonder, well, isn't that the case if you produce accounts anyway from any firm of accountants, or even do themselves? Are we basically saying if a firm of accountants haven't audited these accounts, then your accountant is potentially a liar, and so are you? And in many ways, yeah, that's pretty much what we're saying. But why do we want an audit anyway? What value does an audit give to your business? Well, people often make decisions on whether they want to work with you, lend you money, give you stock, even come and work for you. It may be even buy your company, and they look at the accounts to see whether what you're offering is viable for them. So an audit does actually add value beyond just giving HMRC some assurance that you're paying your taxes properly. So many firms do actually pay for an audit or have an audit, even if they don't actually need one, even if the government say you're not big enough that you have to have an audit. So I thought I'd get that in about audits. I mean, does that make sense to you, Graham? No, you're confused, aren't you?
I am very confused right now.
You are confused.
It's a miracle that any of this is going, to be honest.
I thought I'd get it in.
Never mind me following all that.
No, I think it is an area.
Is it something I need to worry about?
I think it's something that every firm on the planet needs to consider, that their accounts are believable and it adds faith to people looking to invest in that business. I have clients all the time coming to me wanting a mortgage, wanting finance, even wanting to sell the business. And it's a case of how credible are your accounts. Now, if we've prepared the accounts, they're credible and we give all the supporting schedules to prove it. But how does someone that doesn't know us or know you know that the accounts are sort of telling the truth, reflect a true and fair view, as they say? So if anybody would like to talk to me about audit or about how it can be advantage to them, even if you're a sole trader, and sole traders don't need to publish audited accounts, it might be an idea to talk about it, especially if you're looking to sell the business or raise money. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to carry on watching, we've got loads of videos all around us. But if you have more real world issues and something you'd like to talk about, do feel free to contact me. Just go to my website, stephenenglander.co.uk, fill in the form, tell me what it is roughly you want to talk about, and I'll be in touch. Thank you.